equal nti won say omo no gina ya na mu e wo obi man so e ko de ma oman Ghana won say de omo ye no they are waging war on behalf of Ghana won say wo asem bi a wo ka say kan no na aman sori a na we ati we so atua kanya na say Russia for the ko Ukraine so a it is rare say we be hu say oman ba kon asori say oni oman ba kon kokontokwa nti ene no ye use sporting activities and they say your might, especially football, and over the others. No, and this warrior Olympics games to do so. Every little country be a person will show the presence. No, so just say me honor, and especially when it comes to the World Cup. Now we can Iran and the US in Wasem. We say the Middle East and the US. Or a certain political war names. I don't know how more. See, you know. Ade ase ba kunya football no de di no yonko so na ni age pa enti ye fa sisi abi omo gina Ghana namu from the playing body technical team no management committee no FA inform penning for no nyina no ene echita for supporters no ene other Ghanaians a omo akohye mu ho no mu se omo ko carbon as a team no akọ e de ama oman Ghana no they are representing Ghana at the war front in terms of football enti Portugal for boy kakra omoboye wo ethics the job ethics itself and as a journalist I say obias no I say manage no obebre pa
one gamer seriously men kai say as a commentary ko ayentimi
because na me ye won say Ghana ha TV so me na me ye first three commentary on TV yes
we ye bay
oh okay, Urefi said 280 TV Africa. And 210 I did it again TV Africa.
Okay.
TV both nina.
Okay.
So what I say. And you feel and at that time, the pain I went through, he say Suarez was a Liverpool player. And when he said me die in the Liverpool fan. Now player na me say penasem. Now what Dimi Boni say. Now say me Suarez ni nyaka. Say me nya ni day o. In fact, I was left in the quagmire. So enya something that easy. We nim baby a we gina hu dia wonye ya because me na minim Ghana for bi ho no mo a so omoni swalish esia face to face a omoni ne bako pipe oni ne beties mu dia bom a pipe
a o sia so ayo ne bako
pipe oni ne be shem ba to twade so do babu yonko bia na obo no yonko enti so mo ka say nya revenge a omo no on the field of play fine. They are football players, they are professionals, they are supposed to deliver and to Omo Kodesa. But yeah, it's taking a revenge for us.
But for Kamenya, be a line kakrebi. Na Ofra 2010 Ghana Uruguay story no.
Anyhow you felt in it. Yes. How did you react?
Ahead of a game Ebasu Nyamaya Mochina. Mr. Ofra now Ofra make sure so boni bi and be too. Oh, Obu ho friend.
Obu also and YouTube ne TV stations no quite me.
So over here playback now.
That is still about ya.
Enyo ya.
And how buy? What say? Enranopa. Was it Enranopa say a day before? That when away at Mama 1 week no. Tuesday, Monday. And Tuesday no na wunya akwanhwe Ghana ne Korea no.
Yeah.
Never. Say how na kan. What see even at that time no kra no. E do 10 minutes no. What so you to me say a man after the man can say 10 minutes one say no kra.
Count story 2010 Ghana ne Uruguay. E dey na to after say Uruguay Ghana free ma. Yantimi anya the first African country aye ye be call semi-final of a World Cup. Luis Suarez boy Euroneta odenensa ekoyi mafia samojan ko gina penalty.
Na say we back no revenge am yewu.
Na Jan ye nyire nim say we dey penalty dey obo ato net. Jan maso a boy enenam posu yi. 0322494401 0322494771. Mayente o story 2010. Hello.
Hello, Obajibo.
Yes. Hello. Sister Coast.
Obajibo.
That
time, now you're to South Junction. Baby, I'm not that boy. The White House on opposite.
Okay.
Since I feel you on TV, see a bontina, me go on your dinner. Nadano na there's a bus and your real papa. enti twena nyame ya adoma me say ye be so wo pa ni de bi ase nyame bi ani mo nya
enti adane de na ye wo
na wo tati ye ne da so say ye ni bibia na sama to say ya na no de no kwa ye bo no kwa me de na happy view na me ti ha na me bo pa ye fire everybody and me smell kind and me see me be fire
Stevia yamfa do di way hello
Gibo
yes sir
we do Omega ni kunsu
Omega okay yetio 2010 Ghana ni Uruguay now we dey na to after Asamoah Gyan say penalty no bona Luis Suarez didn't sache no
they told me pa na sada no na ya kokum o club yes wonu say ye really ya kwa kwa sana no
Omega no okra na ye hwan kra
ya na kra
okay
we ku ya dia si wa na si ye ya nanka ya ja ko ye minimum na ya chi awo abontin afidete bonu eba sana wa cheno no le ya no ti ni se ya de ni Asamoah Gyan be de bobo ase obo Asamoah Gyan ko ja na yi fomu ichina na wo didi se still point ni dia ye be de na bon sa ko du practice
to o dia wara wo sem ne se want me anwo okra na wakum dia si jaso okay
na mo ti ma we boys na akan ko mo we jama unko ko mo we na mo
Omega yeah say hello yes sir
good morning
I
don't get it agree
okay Udin they say Stone Boy okay Stone Boy 2010 Ghana ni Uruguay dia na to wo
mata ma no dia ni a me jo pa anwamo ata da jimi ni dia no because you ka fa so o free la o shegu o je drop la wa be ja be chibon mata name hu it is me sense here benene be on pa yi
okay Stone yeah that say yamfa union no so edi wo
hello
yes sir
yeah Adu Poku
bacho yetio 2010 dia na to
na mo South Africa na mo party so na ebra wo chi ball o sa no nye yi ni se great no enya wura di obedi go nti wo di penalty no na onye ntri park no so nti ni di ho abugo ti di ho ye park no so nti ye man please so hu ya sa se mo ja ball no what you say no referee na me sabo because nipa ma red card you so free pass to ansana ya bo penalty no na akoba ku besi e friend Ghana Cup e was South Africa say my bag Ghana man ko bi ogie tije o twafe from ho o twafe e bra ye bo penalty ye free no o twafe tije ye di dele to say Ghana Cup yes the cup on the next one ye jikwa ke be tini pie kwa yini o twafe pass so ye say nyete bi obi neka
awo ni tuam
and the ever born lady what challenge the Ukrainian yenim revenge coach you can revenge our year
okay that's it some yamfa be me no be na some studio some medin komo hello good morning
I say what you make a before after
okay yetio 2010 Ghana ni Uruguay dia na to wo
avoid go boy there me I thought there will be a very African day and you got a book by African and it will be a timida because that time no Asamoah Gyan say boy ta go na I can do self I Africa thing behind me did that country behind me did we need who but actually I'm my boy no be no just say this but if you that time no movie it's not the revenge you go for community say I'm adma I want to super so Muslim degree, man, yet a friend and go through. No more margin for bonds,
so mu share yo so mu ye film o je se kwa bia so no e se ye ntom kofie wo de ye yo film ye share kwa ye pe say you film na say ni Brazil be kwakobo ye sesa na nkofo ka no possibly any Brazil na say wo de Brazil share ye person say Suarez wo ni say the man ha adwene Suarez was ha wo mu no Suarez na was ha no ma ba bia mu no no asa be di sunkunim no sa akọ yibo asem na ye ka no ma mo fa na light sa wo na ga na ko kebe ni de be ka sem we sen kebe ka sem we sen say Suarez no how many years? 4 years, 8 years.
12 years.
12 I some 12 years. That's what they gonna for me. Yeah, what's in your revenge? Revenge. Yeah, revenge against say Uruguay, say Uruguay, say whatever Guay. Ochina, revenge against Uruguay. Omumpo, revenge. Otwado ni ni mrante no muntu omo komobo. But mo fan show me say Ghana professor mo yi Uruguay film. Ado de omman mo mutiri say adia Ghana for be de pa bro nya me die nyina ochina say ombe di amayen ade pa blasters otwado oni ni mrante no omde be ma Ghana for special gift omde be ma research na ye ge nti Ghana nti na Suarez ni Uruguay omkofie aya de kese pa ombe ye obo ho ni je besi krom ha china wo de obo say weekend ni be
Mr. Uswabuaje or say Otuado isn't a typical Ghanaian, so he won't feel what we feel. And no, Usu Abuaje do de Abanono. Zach K. Ahmed was Obojibo. Since then, I have never supported Suarez in anything he joins. And no, Otuado said this is revenge, not normal game. Mr. Oswabuaje the baby was so Otuado is seeking for an excuse before the game. And no, also there.
Oh, not really. Not really. Maybe he also want to beat down expectations.
Simba Madridista say revenge tomorrow. Uruguay will feel the heat tomorrow. Or they free a Roman rage Accra and the day Aba. Yenko Doha na yene Ricky eni nkomo emfri Doha. Gofi akwaba. Na bibia boko de camp nyoma ekoso kama wo so wasetena mu te say
rather maybe God has been good indeed. I had there so far. Just a tremor and of course I'm saying I will be on a blasters camp on so no. BBA program no matinary for the day in Abuchina. I gave him the Bacosuni so far so good. Everything is in place. I didn't say any bad news from the camp of the blasters. And BBA come as so far BBA boko has it.
Okay. Now there is a munya duane problem. Say there duane sem na e kama. The
only thing is that Jibu would tournament you are over a group period like this World Cup tournament and a normal ball things are generally expensive and it's understandable. Make us quite interesting is credit amateur from some minimum what they converted the bag and schema 880 Ghana series for 5 days. It's the board internet credit in school and normal boy at the temper, so it's understandable because it's the biggest tournament. You won so a normal non board them, but okay, so far we are managing and it's going well. Okay.
Yes, Komana say Mfriha. You need the no Nafi Ababi deno. Enra Mumia Saka voice Abra a minister for youth and sports. Honorable Mustafa Yusuf Ekosra a Ghana chitafo amu free Ghana ha edo moniche e kata Doha ekosopoto e Black Stars na ne kasa emu ano ena odi tuja se Abra Ghana ne Portugal e bono Ghana chitafo ni bi amu free Ghana eko e kata no ekoton ticket ama nei a police for more kata ensa so mu ama omugu so mu yewie mu eye possible kwase e don beko court na se omudo omko court no munya evidence dia na se ye deport omo edo mabagana anopai ye dia sototo form na de ye tete minim se mwate wo ho dia ene se enye sa supporters ne pe ene omudi kogina oton eye ticket ne se mpanyifo bi ta akire ene di ticket ne mo ama monyena mo nkoton ne sa nyoma no take it in sense situation they say akosi say
Well, Jibo, my chance in free say, said the market and report and minister and Kasane voice now, what the Mayina say, there are some Ghanaians that have been arrested for selling tickets our black market any other day, they are authorized and accepted our Hasi and more acquire. Indeed, Mammy Temuka, minister supporters in be a tickets. Me Portugal game na mitina hono ya kasa who supporters ni bia na omo man for mu take se ne dia mo but at the entrance ne kakra hu ye ne say Dibo Kempon travel and tour omo ana ye de contract na Ministry of Youth and Sports any Ghana about any contract for this particular World Cup omo dia ma Kempon travel and tour Kempon for any de tickets ni na what ye dem supporters ne ye dia mo. So Kempon the members they were supposed to come to the various camps of a Ghanaian contingent nearby, media, supporters, any other government staff no more Kempon also every category of people also come camp no more ticket anymore. That day near boy I guess I Portugal Kempon members they couldn't come to the various camps and I tickets no. It was just 1 hour to go. I was I gave me a boy I guess airport Ghana at the entrance in Gamifan say Edia Kumasia na was a supporters media various government officials nearby na what in papa by an sported you more at the entrance and one mobile tickets in Edia May. The truth is that at the time of which tickets in the amount of supporters new year no now came about 30 minutes about 30 minutes into Portugal Ghana. Now the question of the supporters and say game about 20-30 minutes ya boy so na ilenya opportunity to enter into the stadium take it so ekitaye and there are a lot of foreigners who are ready to bet ya on $300 $400 $500 and it's a game ni after 10 years na se milenya opportunity to enter the stadium yeah and take it in a minute day. Let's not forget Tibu before so the stadium no it takes about 30 minutes entry point it takes about 30 minutes check on yes and then normal yes now got this entry point near check no check and before so when you take it before strawberry room corner it's about 30 minutes before so entry into the stadium. It's the supporters now on take it in term they decided so on take it no it's in my opinion so adena ba initially after the game no much a trend and on there about 7 account there about 10 Ghanaian citizens are actually have for ticketing issue no but the reality is that then what you need issue no be what mean promote Ghanaian supporters because Kempon be fair to do their duty as expected of them and the point is that there are a lot of officials government officials and as Kempon officials and the community may aware of some people be at any point in time Ghana they should get tickets from some group of people. Take it so it came for ministry no officials and take tickets no. But there are some people here and say any match day of Ghana Blasters also take it be no turn at the higher price. And let's not forget you was a bubble. That's a ball against airport to Ghana. Next Cristiano Ronaldo you can imagine the number of people on person Cristiano Ronaldo. So definitely take it in the cost row. And Ghana say what they $100 Ghana. It's about 1,400 or 1,500 Ghana cities. It's a amount for decided say they will cash out this ticketing issue no. And that is what is happening at the moment. And normally Kempon are failing to do their duty. I think say issue in the second game. Second game no. Or more by various countries media more media they are supporters no more the come free everybody had his or her tickets. But Portugal game need you posted the ones and more better tickets no. It's a bit more come ticket in the next game they up on first half. It's So they see no. So at the moment, it's a dicey situation. You are just supporters and about 10 citizens of Ghana. Almost try to open investigations, but I think so. Deep into it. Definitely, Kempon ministry now, Casa officials are not responsible for issuing and the tickets. No, they should be questioned as I take it. Any key to our of one of to take it. Ghanaians. If you are all following the situation, it's not a good one, but we hope that at the end of the day, situation will be calmed.
Okay. Kofi, yeah, say, oh, that area. Hey, and I'm a tear, say, me, I'm hey, I do it, then there's a Kofi Ricky, they want to be. Yes, we were restaurant now, talk a one plater, or the bagan is come at 80 cities. Now, what would they say today? Any possible, David?
No, Nathan is there. And only our credit and okay, citizen, Ghana's Cameron, and Aquarium 4 restaurants, Wakata, Paduha, Aquarium 4 place, Dibu, and Yakoto, Yenipabako, or Offrey, Tamimu, Waunimo, Obra, Tamimu. I think there is a brother of Tamimu or Kokoto, take away the buy. Yet converted the bargainers, this Monana, it was close to 400 because 380 Ghana cities also take away million at the buy. It was close to 400 Ghana cities. Okana checking back with that, so no my own source is in change. It is the only thing of Ghana cities money. It is still there. No quality 4 restaurants by what I say. Things are very, very expensive. So far, honestly speaking, men of the Mayini, me kind of cry at you. I may buy on the tongue bus and I'm paying rice cooker. And I have to have in a year for more. And then the anthropological property. Okay,
I go for Ricky. Ricky Pablo tried the one plate, 120 Ghana there. Said that no toy idea Chinameba.
And one thing is that I have said, give idea something. A boy Obio Catabia, a bought 14 penny in Sumaba, a bought 14 pennies Maba. And what is our baby Albert Park? I'm not the chance, and I was there for now. Just I'm not there to cheat. You know, it's hard to say, no matter how you manage certain things. So, we are okay. Before the corner, my man ran it through blast pass of the giant.
You have any baby blasters home team now home videos I was sending my SCL call a Oyerepa Radio and also a passport or Mama show a pet TV. Emra they see what Black Stars Hotel home video and Kofi Ricky and their brain they are 2 and 2 with me. I should become a whilst Ricky the report if you Doha at the Ebre Kofi Camp at saying Ghana for say Yemfa a also Nakachi coach to Ado say Opo Nyame Adumo China gamer yani Uruguay airborne esan de see 2010 intino omo say a revenge game to Ado function team say game now all come no or call for revenge.
Jibo, let us say, camp so far, camp, very, very good. Menoka say, Grano, I'm Council, Ministry of Project F, a press conference of a Blasters, the Blasters press conference, and a year, to any Tomate party, a year 2:45 p.m. on Beta. Thomas Party of Atna, if not the biggest, they only with him are one of the biggest group are on as the player very represented the third team, but now the technical level of what on also Akatomate the press conference. So far, any session you mentioned about and only a full training session. Make us ask him with from body language to give a message about playing body become based in the and then Kakana Mehuano and the reaction training grounds the intensity of the training, you know, even though Omo Trasa Omumpra Ubia Empla our campaign training session. There's so much boys and I work at the seriousness, the intensity of Omu training. A catch was there's so much dependent, and there was one particular moment at the day after the train when your opportunity now PNM and we are here for a mission. These were the words of the day. What if we are here for a mission? And people said the day didn't throw more light on that mission. competition. But the point is that the group stage, not the bottom tournament, group stage, definitely nation in and say that now qualify from the group stage into the knockout stage. That is the run of system of the tournament. And to tell you determination and then the West not man catch it indeed. We're not blasters very much focused for this particular game on against some friends Uruguay. And people, we are not speaking as Ghanaian, but medical assassin we say. The Obershe Ghana Blaster team, training person on Moyana. At the moment, coach Epenso Guado, or big headache in a lot of positions, especially the back position. And the richness of Ghana Blaster squad, and you bench one and show how rich the squad is in terms of your talent. Kojibu and between Tariq Lanto and Ali Disedu, now as right back. Baba performance for the Mayan. But the performance or not to the Mayan against South Korea. And let's go back to the bench of Ghana Blasters. Amate, then Salisu and Ebo. And I know, sir, Abate President Jiku is equally good to the task, just like Salisu and Abate President Amate. It is what the Ghana Blaster oversharing a network department, oversharing a attacking options. Not also about the richness of the bench of Ghana Blasters. It does indeed Ghana Blasters fight for action. At the moment, first 2 games are about Uruguay against Portugal, against South Korea, Ghana against Portugal, against South Korea. Extremely difficult. So at this point in time, Uruguay they've been better than Ghana Blasters. It's difficult for us to convince us. We are not speaking as Ghanaians, but on the evidence of play, the balance of 2 games in action, Ghana Blasters we have been much more convincing than the Uruguayans. And from the training grounds, because we need 2 games in the determination, the urgency, the intensity on the part of the playing body, technical team focus and concentration. Otuado cut the press conference there. Nothing is secure yet. South Korea, but nothing has been secured. All because the target is to get to the round of 16. They've been able to eschew complacency. Against my friends Uruguay. And the good thing is that now. Yes, that a lot of casualty. Suspension in terms of cash accumulation. No single player is suspended because of cash accumulating. And yes, that a lot of injuries, but you need to some 24 hours to be there. But I can say, a commercial player, I didn't buy Habiano. Then you're fully ready for this particular game. Even the local person I don't buy no. What the part of Kumasa and Tekoto? Ibrahim Danlad. So what technical so not social Danlad, the reaction, the anticipation, the safe how athletic he is at the goal to find the goal post. About your friend said, "Free Banya." People make us the same way. The technical team of Ghana Blasters, Omado program, they are playing but now not Bentono. And the piano, first 3 people and after first 3 players almost started here warm up on the first 20 minutes into the game. There were 3 blaster players on the Sorababe warm up. And 3 part of start 3 players, and at any point in time, I'll be training ground. Nearly game the free Banya so Bababe warm up. First concentration on a free Banya so. Every player is ready for this particular course, and I have no doubt a ball. And now the tell me say any experience, any exposure of Europe, something any content you to see the players are very determined and they've been convincing the first 2 games, But the real do more working company in terms of atmosphere or relationship with each other, no injury situation between them, accumulation and suspended player. So the atmosphere in camp is a very good one.
Okay. So far, my name say players are likely search number starting game now. Yet it's but Munamu Doha Amobe team no say possible say because of results I penetino. Yempesi Belusu game ninety. One hair besako back to a 3 back. Nimsa what here?
One thing is that Uba training session now. I know when it because of the tactical variations, and it's okay. Last time we did the last 10-15 minutes to the end of the game, no, coaching reverted from 4 back to 3 back because of the Alexander Juku at the car home. Baba Rahman ended the complete game as left wing back, and Dennis Odroy, Beji Tarek Lamti as the right wing back. So at the time I hear completely and I say end the game, no, that Ghana has switched from a 4-back system to a 3-back system, and it's a normal during the course of the games nation. Against Portugal against South Korea, no. Some many now or rehearse the training ground. So it's training ground for no. We have 4-back training session. We have 3-back session. Then it's really difficult to play to coach. You know, at the office where you are not the office or the game. But they make me a kind of say. What a friend is Otuado. I prefer the defensive abilities of Ali Dipsed. That boy not 30 years, your first game against Portugal. And so was that guy now normally in a 3-back system. And with Alexander Juku, the performance they display in the last 15-20 minutes against South Korea. At any point in time he has been trusted to start games for Ghana Blasters. No, Juku doesn't disappoint. It's one of the options. It's a very key option there. But trust me, even against South Korea, most of us around here witnessing the training session, we thought to tell them what they do when we could decide to step up because it's better so in a 4-3-3 system. And say you ever got Inaki Williams, the captain of the team today, and then you play up front. And then you put some party, then of course, Abrantia Fraser Salis so far, why they're one of the pillars of the Ghana Blasters. And we already start many people would have any creativity last minute and on match the kind of meeting or they air against my friends in Uruguay. But two systems and formation I have put in or more heading in our training grounds, the 4-back system and the 3-back system.
Okay, Kofi Ricky, you better say, na ya do wasi ha. Me sure say bibia so ba, you be for na ya ni wodi ho enkomo.
Definitely, Mr. Master. And the 5:30 cap time, and the team almost full training session, the last training session. Young boys are already prepare ahead of the game. See, for the church listeners, the viewers on TV, the viewers on Facebook, any other platform of Oyerepa social media, and show be na young boy stress there right there. Ever came down in young boys, they didn't
Okay, Kofi Ricky, live from Doha, and our training Kano. Oyerepa 100.7. Oyerepa TV. Jumedi today's post. Captain Siasia, it say, Mr. Poku, and then Okwano, what the BBC so now later now.
Umano bakona yeye program on school. Tina so far.
Okay. Starboy, London, or say the high economy in Qatar reminds me of Angola.
Of course,
greetings to the crew. Angola and your 2010, yeah, and your choir, your faka, near D traffic, 30 minutes. Can't move. You had the neck on a sweet busy form. And the car on Tico on Uncle Baby Nation, baby. Yes, from now, Quay. Edum Nimita Nabone by $120.
30 minutes for the traffic.
Now we tell us own dear. Need try. But Starboy was story blue Angola. Dim. Look at you, Champion. And a power of my morning. So, I'm a lawyer for me. Starboy may train, sell my lawyer for me. We mistake, I may repeat video. No, I'm on a pay, I'm on for Asashe a video. No, Ricky, any attending come from a Doha. I'm here who the El Coso, Black Stars, Omokam. Na minim I'm for say revenge to Adonya do can say revenge. Na there Uruguay there Ghana maybe a chung pa there. Some can say give win revenge. Omo to Ado said da possible.
revenge in the minds of the supporters. But the coach thinks revenge what the court camp and the press of everybody team also.
This should be a mess about so. Emmanuel Ajimambedu and AD and Komo former player. Hey Debbie, I must say when former player the Mad Black Stars. Retire now.
Me Olympics player, can I say?
Okay. Olympics player, but national team they are retired.
Miami generation. Okay.
Mamesha sim free here. Ghana for do na say a China game near revenge. Into mum person betisi coach Otuado say a China game ayebo against Uruguay no any revenge. There na be kan dia fa ho. Ye call revenge and I say any revenge in Eko.
Striker mamena wase na me nchia mpanifo mu studio na asante mai na na prawe. Yes, supporters the revenge. Yes, but many players in the Kasa, you know, as some of my country men say, "Omu game against you by a competition." Omunim say, "Omunya draw na win na Omu qualify." Until the Omu game, no.
Thomas, Omu revenge home.
Say a bomb match in India. Yamia donate new win here. Supporters, no, but beyond person with the fan meeting there. But Omonin himself mobile competition, and they need to qualify. And Omo person will qualify. Omo make sign. That is what they are saying.
Omo qualify we na se Ghana for be fan revenge. Omo qualify we.
Precisely.
Okay. I join rich na game ni mo. Stage be say the wa ho pain, games be say wa be pain. Uruguay team no. Almost strength ni say, almost weakness ni say. Ochina se person ye show ma, e dey na ese ye. E betiam ya she Uruguay.
Okay, I'm say almost too much is me ya kwanya etimi she ni nyina. Na Myanmar tournament. I don't think or chance more chances of Umbebam. No, almost strength in their team. No, Medford because on three solid midfielders here: Bentancur, Valverde, and Vicino. Lazio, Tottenham, and Real Madrid. No, one of the best midfielders you will from, but their link to their strikers, it's not working for them. Darwin Nunes, he is out of the game so far. 2 games are wabo. The vampires are China. Obenya bad deal. That's what we bad game. Luis Suarez, I don't know. The age or say maybe anymore you do. He is not up to there. Cavani before they are coming on Valencia, no boy, also be playing an injury. He's also not up to there. There's not a connection from their midfield no Mukurano to attack. Edu baby, I just say Bentancur and Valverde, and they create the ball no Amankasa the ball no Kura opponent in the 18 box no. Osho money Portugal, baby Bentancur for ball Jura box no. Osho money Korea, Valverde baby ultimate ball shortness and Yamana. They are lacking something there. And Omu defense and also Goodin is doing well, but Omu speed baby so until also your weakness kakra, but no almost trying to be Jamo Medford but it's not working for them.
Okay. Eti omo weakness e dey na ese ye na dey approach omo weakness ya odi amaye wakasa ba omo field o say omo front line na lack creativity enti most times no Bentancur and Valverde and so omo jaya omo duties no sabe create chance and so omo opponent no 18 year boss no create chances e dey momo nyoma wakeka ese ni nyina no dey na ese ye na yetimi take advantage of omo weakness win.
Yes, concentrate because your weakness is concentration. The kind of goals why yes, no. So to me concentrate. 3 minutes and I'm opponent and found 2 goals because this is the highest stage in world football. To me, 4 minutes and to me show 2 goals. Against Portugal 4 minutes 2 goals, against Korea 3 minutes 2 goals, and yeah, honor na yes. Apart from that, I think we can hit them on one counter attack, but many players you be defending too much. Second, Almost defensive midfielder no Bentancur, he likes going forward. Vicino, Menina Bobo, no Inter Milan or Lazio. He also loved going forward, and Valverde too. He loved going forward. So there's a lot of space between them and their defense. We do know because America too much. They don't come too much forward. I don't know if their game plan will change tomorrow based on the kind of game I do or die for them. Maybe they may change. But apart from that, the pocket passes, like behind or more midfielders, we can get that ball and now you better hit you more from the flanks. But almost more team as up at least 3 number second half and almost some young boys to do back Manchester United. When they came in the game, they were able to prove so more chance. They are very hungry more than the Suarez. And we can that pocket passes, Kudus need platinum penetration passes, and I bet to hit you more on counter attack based on their game plan. But you see, striker, this kind of games I don't like it at all. When you have 2 options and the opponent have only 1 option. And on the control Ecuador and a Senegal game where Ecuador have 2 options and Senegal have 1 option. When you are going in 6 games, what do you say? Me ko anim ko se go na min defend na me nya 1 point ko qualify. Then aye physical, you don't know either to go forward or to defend. He has only 1 option. Say also, and it make the game look very dangerous. I don't like this kind of games, but I'm very optimistic. Say, Ghana, Yakowa system.
Kudus position on the pitch. And so I I create a lot of debate. Even though while selling 2 games I have Akoswako the first Ghanaian player wabo 1 game at FIFA World Cup I watched 2 goals in just one game. Yeah, you so Kudus here at this World Cup.
I think so. Next time, I don't think the coach in manipulation. They have allowed him to move around and not take advantage on based on their strikers and how they will move. And you know, he is a very good and intelligent player. Say he know how to position himself. Portugal first game no. Okay, na first half na say the defensive tactics and one style of play no, because there be our jibo na na chi and opponent no. No jibo na chi opponent na, he's not dangerous. But when he get the ball no offensive, that is where our that kind of power, because and his strength level also high because of Ninaimo, like he play with both legs and he come with power. So Otenia is good for us. And I don't think the coach is not using him badly. He using him well, and the guy too is intelligent and taking advantage of loopholes to be loose balls and that midfield pocket passes and I walk behind midfielders and or GGG boss. 50-50 ball is difficult for you to take the ball from him. So I don't think coaching in using here. He has been very instrumental and his style of play is really helping the team.
Okay, I'm watching Ghana in 2 games now. We'll show Uruguay team. No, watch said the team in the city here. Say, your opportunity to select first 11 for Coach Utuadwa. Nyame adu mochina. Mama na jitu ye say omushe game na say na system be because why a tournament na. Yeah, use different systems. Even game na koswa was a standard system we use during the course of the game. Your opportunity ya players be na full search na. Eso almost starting game no. Edema Ghana against Uruguay.
Striker, this coach is full of surprises. You can never predict him. He's too tricky. And at times, he comes based on the formation and the opponent and the back. Because I don't know if tomorrow, because these people need a win, they will come by 4-3-3 or on the back 3-5-2 and 3-4-3. We don't know for now. But I don't want us to defend this game. Maybe you want attack too much, but you're defensive man, no. And yes, yet to say Portugal, no. Say yet to me a push by an imka credit. And obviously I don't know the strength and Gideon was here because none also police kakra. We don't know the recovery no. Matisse white my training but still ya no Brenna e woni mu a free one and say free the obviously everybody will go for our Baba Rahman there. Then I know maybe he may go for Tariq again because maybe he doesn't want to defend in the first half. And if he doesn't want to defend it, then he will go for Tariq. But Sobo, your friend said, the right back no.
Ali Disebi.
Sobo Ali Disebi. That means about Jiku Amatini Salisu Abum. By the moment Tariq started, then he will go for Amatini Salisu. It depends. He's too tricky. Let's see what will happen. But the midfield, I don't think he will change before. He will go for Pate and Salis. Salis has been very instrumental. Obian cannot stand, but he is the life wire of the team. The way he controls ball, the way he searches for it, the kind of confidence or nani passes, and I see the way he must stabilize the now. He's been very solid. So obviously, he will go for him. He will go for Pate. He will go for your captain Andrel, and the brother will be in the team as well. And Kudus, our star boy, and striking options. This coach may change. He might go for Semenyo, or he will give the same advantage to Ineka as well. But right back now, if you go for the typical number 2 Nidia, you go for 3 back, But if you go for Lamte, that means he will play the 2 central defenders.
Okay. Emmanuel Ajimabedu, player at the Ma Accra Great Olympics, former player at the Mother Blasters of Ghana. You better was in no pay for your time. Okay. Tubaba. Ono kotokoi
me show ma say me jubilate was ade no by body there say
omo say de kotokoni si kun no wa we ya na
omo me go back for respect was ya say
sound okay nti sa game no na nka onya nko be she
Aka Olympics me yana ma pa o match
Ajibo yana asini mfausia. Okay. Emmanuel Ajimabedu eni no edin komo no so ache na adwene e de afa echina they decide that Ghana and Uruguay game eba so no. Msia na me wo so what?
Your analysis too much.
Ajimabedu de
after ni
ojabo wanye coach a ebe ha coach. Mama makache no.
Adwene
makache no. Zagito akwaba.
Oye deep into the
say me bia boko there. Yeah. Okay. Omoto ni say yana.
Me ba no me problem kakra.
Okay. Ana police for police insurance wu.
Da bi da nya no a problem plenty.
Ana pay me ba na ga junction. Mzeni achichi moto for me bre. They be see me team say yes akito boys no. So why na offer?
The boys no on the too many there. Usually we are some ba street.
Correct.
Okay.
I say small problem. Say me teacher fit me.
They said the person
commercial
tinye police for no
police
kwa no pene ha me bitwa ma musi asambo to be 50 bonus is akito tina me from na online ba kabi video
they no make can say emrantie no de emrantie nso be too many mu ndi wi an ma head aba ho
I was saying,
Mr. Branson is not between you and my bow. Now, Obraka don't want to call Contoka. Yes, my Toka, yes, man. Above Aja or Contoka.
Oh, damn near Bavo. Oh, correct.
Oh, Namitias.
So, Zaboku, I think I said it all. And I respect him. I respect the analysis. To be honest with you, Segana Nibia to also say a revenger. Nobody will grudges will be a cat or a revenge. Obian work as a revenger because one are tagging on. That's no problem. Even in the players, in their minds, yes, they know that. But then, when you are going into such tricky game, and now because any bulls are tricky because there were 2 opportunities. Say the team they are progressing, almost one. se wan hweye na wantimi anya fully concentrated sadia no e ha dwene and no because one of our colleagues say yemu ahye but I have to pray over it. Masa. You see the point? Because one way
Oyama
shemi.
I will give no. Next, but now Bob say.
I'm time. And I do need that sorry no. And I you said that all the Hokrana also die of football. And run I do not am show. And I'm a bird man. Oh, me refuge me can me catch one of us. What does it? I don't make a chance. You must, but then, and the trend that work up on Nicono, Anna, was gonna look like say you are on top. You think qualify? Are you for instance? Tunisia, what happened? Echo Damudi, they happen here. You see the point? You know, Marcel, your team, you need to be fully concentrated.
Another Mr. Kwame Osudonko say. All I know is that we are playing a team that has not scored a single goal, of course, against teams that Blasters have scored 5. I feel outbeat about this match. Revenge or no revenge, that is how I feel. Mr. Kwame Osudonko.
You see? So,
Osudonko, good morning.
If you sit down now and look at that situation, Mr. Poku, you that you know come about uneasiness akraba because yes obi opeso wo say ade no emrese do opeso yeni sisi adan isi ayi se ka se yen si dan ya wa obi antimi nti because yeni technical know how bia ba se ka se ye pekon ye be fa so ye be budan we egu a yemubi ebetimi agada kare yebetimi enu kwa be fa so budan na go easy and unsuan he
technical know how
ehiabu obozo budan go so ade ogbo go house ade so and not make so it's a game the Ugandans no almost push off some quality players and Ajmambadu was mentioning their names. Who come midfielder? Vicino, you are talking about Bentako, you are talking about Vavadia in Rema. Not many believe say not only one player. What as a potential top midfielder? You are talking about Mataka. Who are this in Cavani? Oye household name in football. Luis Suarez, why am Recrano? What I say, said I would man opportunity to buy baby. And the Liverpool player down in Nunes. These are established players. Our more system. So you cannot say Omonyadi. Diago Godin and others. No about Diago Vardano and that's I don't know retired Godin that's
I say Godin Jimenez. Atletico Madrid.
Jimenez Atletico Madrid.
And now about Martin Caceres.
You see these are all
Zagito Adamfo Napoli no. Left back no. Oliveira. Yeah.
You see the point? These are well established players. Baba World Cup no. Interesting no win go. Mr. Poku. In two games with
all these strikers
and midfielders. And Ajmambadu was doing that analysis here because the link up on midfield and fire. Being the last game, say gonna test any brain almost when you pass. 1 point with the baby. And Ghana was on boy. And the last time I were any other person revenge chess or push game in the normal time here 1-1. And your call to find it on we free. Employing yourself first go. They also know the team of non Babo. So almost any break. I want to believe so come on video how Bukromo or not one can say. Almost a time almost ever put Ghana where Ghana belongs to. So what the revenge some no echo replace 3-1 in football. What I say? A whole lot to think about. So let's take it a competition. So the players don't know money. I know the kind of competition. They're gonna name say you qualify to the next stage. And to qualify to the next stage, you know, I say a team share you got for no. That is and you might they go into the game. You know say Ghana share 1, 2, 3. Not Ghana qualifier. Tag no. This is what I'm betting. TV station mon carry on beka. Say revenge. We do revenge. Chamon fan ka hon. So I said to the coach, say, one of the he's going to a game to play a game. He's not thinking about revenge or no revenge. Okay. So the coach is right. Let's not put pressure on the players. And I was just enjoying the video footages that Kofi has sent whereby you could see said the camp of the Black Stars. There's that unity, there's that cohesion, and no you want to do typical on him. And on a lucky in 2014. Ghana ko gun wani wasi when you went the camp were you just want to be there. So it's a good thing and I like it. So Mr. Poku obi a waka revenge ye ne nkonto kwa ye nka say o ka boni no nka so boni so revenge ya kan na say Ghana nkonko so okay na ye hu say o 2010 don de ye no e da so we mu
Ablekuma enede aba Rafael so raise concerns me about our team. Or say Ghana has to be very vigilant in the match against Uruguay. Uruguay has nothing to lose whether they win against Ghana or not. And so they are going to play full attacking formation against Ghana. From what we have seen so far, in our game against Korea, there was much concern when they decided to attack us. The same thing against Portugal. Ghana can't hold much pressure, and so they should work heavily towards that. If not, Ghana will lose the game. God bless Ghana. Thank you, Rafael Edifra Blekuma.
Yes. He's making a good point. Why is that put you guys for Omunshe go no? Yense almost kese. Ya shego si omo, ya consider si omo. Okay, you see the point. So we need to concentrate on baby anyway more no. And say making sure say we improve on that area. Me not for me other say if you are giving me a young system better, I can make that for that three back now. Depending from the midfield. Want to defend from the midfield and say be defend it. Oh, you in danger your defensive zone. Okay. It's not for that three back three. I think boy is solid. We need not lose balls so easily, so cheaply. What happens to Korea and Korea and share that 2 quick goals now? We should avoid that. Communication very important.
I mean, na bafo ne kofa revenge asimbaye. Say obi o the message be or say we are going for revenge.
There's also
all the way. We one funny din ama. Abrantie bi su di free Amasaman. Or say friend Luis Suarez. Or say Ghana 1 Uruguay 3. We see here near Bisa Manfo say they na Ghana share Uruguay share Ghana 2010 no. Ediana Ukomu. We or say Nidini day or say I'm Tago Nation. That day I got one girl whom I've tried so many times, but not to avail. They spoil my mood. That's why but it's hard now Obana Chiamano. But
can't find two
Suarez no man. Web code Edifisomania. Ghana must win this game 3-0. Otuado needs to play a steady game. And also a web code Edifisomania and a day Aba Kofi Zakito.
Jibo, football. There's nothing like revenge in football. Football. It's the 2010. They see who should go a player, a committee an offense which is punishable by the laws of the game. The referee awarded a penalty and a man record and the record no or the band to that is the punishment. I think the man and the man. Any agitator more say bonashe go nanka oshana onodin sa kwache na yamane record say bonashe any ebo say eti minim how mukwan fa Ghana for ya fa sa asemu ya for all this why Uruguay di bia na because we had advantage to score kesha ya Jimon Kobibeka he say Suarez asem Kobianka Suarez asem because it was a penalty given to us to score any message. And football adia minim say menti bi dempo sa revenge ten ka revenge there. For example say a ball like bono class bebrei obi to chop epra for example inania has a baba against Karela. We heard what our folk supporters said. Omubo Karela, almost Omubo Karela, and Di Maria Prai. Omubo Karela, and foreign play, no for the Omukwele Sedro South Africa. foreign player as foreign player me for the
Lawali
so it has my sequence of Omoni Karela matches omu play say printing has say because of any boy me play printing so kwa revenge kwa player there be football there ntisa I like the posture of the coach the posture of the players football game any you are kwa there's something like revenge they say they see any bia but a game of China all we need is our destiny is in our hands where there enya okay 2010 there no the last game na this any so now even though sad results na last game no na depend on other results no to qualify the focus to qualify in 2010 round of 16 last game no near especially another results to favor us before we qualify and we are don't qualify here but this one day we are not playing whilst looking at the other game the answer the share o sha on join the basic baby bia one sha na after the calculation and when you say more but what I'm seeing it's likely Santos will make changes based on what qualify any our top on the top group no some key players be omo start games no about some kakra and let's not forget South Korea team no Jibo even with the strong Portuguese team they are capable of beating Portugal.
South Korea.
Yes. What can we hear? Look at their games against Uruguay. The number of chances they create.
Paulo Bento say based on our performance on putting up against Ghana no. Results Almunyane that game the results was not fair. Was not far better than Ghana.
Oh, and he's a coach. He should know better. Tima until say after say share third goal we so don't think something Ghana for so better than Ghana. It was after Ghana have scored around 80-something minutes and Ghana wins no. Ghana said 3-2 no. Coach say let me come and sit back. And then the tactics of coach no. Bound to say you do 50 to 80 minutes on no. Say Korea better and say Ghana. And I think all the that's one of those things our coaches do so. Anyhow he find something to say. And Korea have a very good team that on any day they are capable of beating Portugal. But what I've seen with the Uruguay team they say they have very good midfielders, but unse adiba kwa edin pa we say players no wo bu so mo a baby a omo ball omo ko boa edin pa mo national team football Anuntina players they play why celebrate at club level but national team mo ko mo maya ye guru omo because playing at the national team you have to go extra. You see great players at club level, but about the club more Ghana we have the same problem with problem with Thomas Partey. Bola yes Obama Arsenal. Obama have from Ghana. Because at Arsenal Kwanya sister na wo any place around him no maybe you feel comfortable there but on your side and then be all Ghana Vavadi he is Vavadi because at Real Madrid gas na me around him no he has so many space for him to operate. But Portugal onya because Portugal need to cruise. And sorry Uruguay need to cruise. And only Luka Modric. Only be ho. Uruguay he struggle. We need a bet out of him. And their biggest problem is on attack. Because attack the only like player or ne was super Darwin Nunes Suarez have been to America Cavani engine to America and they rely on only Darwin Nunes and say no copy Adia Suarez and Cavani enemy and say in the 18 years was only if you give them space no chance but why they will score their team when they are in transition as swift as you see area from Portugal and from Korea so you understand why so for when she go tournament anymore they've considered just 2 goals Badibo Adia Emma some kind of confidence in this team Ghana team in the two teams now Uruguay and she go for Ghana 5 goal edit but our problem is that we've also considered 5 goals in terms of scoring there at least we are able to create and score but our problem is we consider a lot of goals the how Otoado manage situation no manage pressure from the players. Now we go to the game. Knowing say all we need is to go and win.
Okay.
Now the best be by a revenge. And this is what we are praying for.
Boy Eugene said that day I walked from Ahunjo to Asuyeboa. I'm watching live from Dubai. Bafowa, Mamintiu.
Dibo,
Bafo.
Football revenge. Football revenge.
And Gababa, a message Biaba. Or say, good morning to you and your crew. It's your boy Gababa. Our match against Uruguay. It's not just a mere game. Ghanaians are saying we'll beat them because they haven't scored. Stars aren't good. I put it to you that when we play the ball on the pitch, there is no way they will beat us. But the operations, juju, prayers, sacrifices, they are working at the back, and it's more than what we think. Do you think the penalty we mixed was Nama? If we don't take care, they will add sand to our gari. Let's be wise. Gababadi or the Abano. See Uruguay for year do.
But unfortunately, one Gababano one can't be any answering. What can they go for no year? But the answer yet to avert. Adena Uruguay for no so one can. Or sending uncle won't be a walking. Nanka sent possible solution. Nanka prescribe nothing. You receive it in a DHR.
Okay. Kofi Kumi, Kofi Watakwa. Kofi Kumi, yes, there was circles more. That was a Western region. Or your vice and as a chairman.
Western phones will be powerful. Who's a Western circles and do more powerful?
Was it good morning, bro? For me, I think we have to win in the first half, Monday to draw in the second half. I know, Kofi Kumi.
You match we me see a game of faith, destiny and vengeance. A game of faith, destiny and vengeance.
Faith, destiny and vengeance.
Yes.
Okay.
And some mommy and when they go into the game because one a bet your bobre say you be call your nim our competition nim and I say a game why you bo we are nipa bi no so shabrani yes sir even Ghana kwa shabrani eno mabesesa I am say min kaini bakona tinga director of Kina Farmer wo as a executive mo no fencing a slime director na o kan sim o say Ghana qualify from the group stages sir. Yene Brazil bebo 2-2 near the penalty say Brazil film and from there no you powerful na route no yenya scale say it miss scale of Brazil but the nam no e fa na ne yeko no
sure
team say be share mo no
because from what I'm watching no say France ne eyi ne bebo
omo this side omo nam benkum so
France ne no o hwe eyi na
omo nam benkum so
if France win Argentina win they play the quarter final
omo nam benkum so
France na Argentina sa
ya omo ye side one year pa
check here
oh salary France you must have what you need am
France on say because team omo Argentina no omo bo no omo from the France group which is Australia and France and the Poland based on FIFA more you know teams from the same group so Messi is a semi final omuntimi hia e quarter final and round of 16 France again omo Poland bebo no winner no e be hia England ne Senegal winner
Netherlands ni US
winner be hia Argentina
and yes
and Australia
and France and Poland so winner be hia England ne Senegal so but yeah ntinam kase yes you tia fani say you yes you tia fani say you enti you want two important hurdles be to get over and then yakwana enam so no na ya bemban say ye be share team sa o me team sa yere ho be team no wabody akofa na ase ne bi enti afiwe mu na ankasa no amanfo gidie ewo national team ni mu Black Stars mu say a year that the opportunity is there say anka 2010 ade na ese no ye betima ye because who say 2010 and also not powerful no say escalate over Uruguay na be enam no so na ketim de finals tini wogidie say Kenya try Uruguay for na come share for mo ke be ko enti Uruguay be ye oman a omo be ye akwansidie asi akwan a oman ya nko bo sha asase ne so yakwa after 12 years same Uruguay ya sabe je yanim say epukoko a on pese e be fam akọ no way jibo enti so big tell no catch me say
obi the message bi abaka Chezakito say mama hwese me hu nipa kora the one na Mazakito power. One is I'm not warning. Mazakito nye careful.
That's all
March na ya for bonnet chance so nim dey to the 2010. Kasanya revenge.
I like the way Ajman Bedu put you no. What say oh comfort this one. You're going to play a football game that you want to win. As a player, as a coach, that's your mind, that's your focus. Until we say you start here now, me say Ghana for nyina and me sumi the hobby. Or twado so say enye revenge you need problem on the unprepared team no ko match no but ye ti akoma ne yesunsum attention dey say revenge we want to push Uruguay say whatever we say dey be say enye nyina ne say jibo match me 3 o'clock me boa emo no numu no na Ghana no ye Uruguay for no what I say so mo yepokoko a me ya duma gunchan ne na mu yo ne ya ne yakro ade ne try pe say si anu na ya hwehwe eti obi akompa okoto dwanu na bompa ya wo se wo nyankopon bibia wo gidi bia so wo gikwa ku video so wo gihwadi obia ya nyina
hena ade asem ya
me say too much na revenge
na ho na di be na afi was test bobu
me say obia wo gidi bia je wo gidi bia do wo kina okoto dwanu na bompa ya ko se adekwa na wo gidi ni say Ochina Uruguay for Bibia be say be go mani because omo ya consider 12 years ago na kaya record you see there's a belief we say what's it done we 12 years ago don't na share so topo jaisa penalty asem no ya we fini jigwa anka penalty beba refi no jigwa ka so lesa ngochi ball na penalty beba
so ko share anka
ajumboni ba so lesa trim ball a share we wakoyi ball na film refi say one you go no beje penalty wo si penalty e ko yi e bufo na e body to train no yanti ne body to train no the person catch you say first and foremost ade na wode ni sachi ye no I saw say ball na Europe mu say aka kra na Europe no so wache ni pie no e na press conference e na ye you e na ya press conference say o ma ya mo di ansa na Ghana ye no which as one so say
o see
o so ni chopper ba ku say di Ghana for ye busa chopper you be channel ye oh to bo I first Zakito Kofi de wo ye
ba for minim say
pressure
ba for wasam
action
we am pay the chopper o channel de be chopper no opera no so
Kwame Young the message bi aba minim o response arbe mana in a YouTube wasam na waka say your team referring to the Black Stars only play up to 55 minutes from 60th minute the Black Stars looks vulnerable and the last 2 games is a case study. One ho enkika finance Uruguay will beat us.
So we dey no we yin for Ghana ni mo nko. Ebia obrangu to another country ntinya hwe. Ba ye Ghana for there. Ye say ochina ye pese ye twifa Uruguay for so.
Ba for mame ko UK na me ne Kofi Krantin. Oye Ghanaian coach a based wo UK. Obekan na Ghana ne Nigeria game ne ne di nkomo e ma ne chire nyoma bebre kwan fa so aye betia hye team no e de ahia e Nigeria ena no pay asenya Kofi e wo line so aye ne no e di nkomo Kofi team nka me mo machen e de ba Oyerepa FM ene Oyerepa TV
yo minya me ton kapa me mama machen me mobia me cheobia
na nyoma e koso kama ho de
Yami adom bibia koso kakaka.
Okay. Kofi being a coach, echina ye wo one gamer e be decide ye fit e wo work up say ye to so anase ye be fie. Me ya sure so ha Uruguay team no, or ha Ghana team no. But we Ghana need ye emso be shift more towards Ghana. Send a China yensi approach game. Your chances to say or China against Uruguay. Yes, stand a chance. See a bit rather run of 16 or Qatar 2022 and
and the wakasa my program like a man for be actually all my doing. Now before I remember the coaching side, you know, me say me kasa as Ghanaian kakra. Ebi mo aka say or say a bonfire or say you know motivation or say who at the end ebi mo say revenge ni na no o share international footballer. It may sound absurd, but o share international footballer. Ni na play part kakran because DDR players Nikita no. DDR players Nikita no a contribute to the tactical implementation because said asema yedi anoka it may affect you be positively or negatively. It you know omo make suggestion but last guy back could be crying no say Obia Mompaye because there is Makochi over 70 English FA Association games at this level. There are some games it doesn't matter how you prepare. Ade bitimisi na odre ho out me say there is something. Only player be kasa obecho so no say ni say there are so many things involved. It you know as a Ghanaian they are 120%. Uruguay you say they are saying and the best go no. See, I bet you a phone. We need to score and not there. There is no way.
What did you say? BB or football?
Maintain this BB impact the game itself, but BB no impact the player's psychological states. And football, no, we have 4 modules: the tactical, technical, social, and then the psychological. Into the psychological impact, you know. It contributes massively into our top player Torres or 100 goals Liverpool or Chelsea at the environment. There's no psychological adaptation. After the Torres no one-on-one continue share. And then another guy back Casano Casa play be or the league you know on my the example in the psychology plays a key part, but psychology does not determine the tactical outcome, but it determines the player's application of the tactical training he's been given. In this player be believe say wakodro so anase wa so fa bompire mano no ogidi woni trim pass o be 3 goals enye draw na man no but the tactical way now man no he adds the psychological way no because it boosts the mentality. It but in Roni sign man there it has no influence on the tactical and technical outcomes. It I will now come match up to Ekasa
and yanko game no so send your approach game.
Yes. Okay, the game there from a coaching point of view, no, I am impressed nationalistically, but I'm not impressed tactically because we show you 2 games are. Your possession against Portugal was around 38%, against Korea was 36%. And then if you realize our most your friend is saying offensive players almost perform a lot of responsibilities because you are already having 20% tactical possession deficit. So which means most of the time the opposition has the ball and you have to be defending. Now, and only the one thing I'm not entirely very, very happy. Obi make a point to say, Yasha 5 goals, you're continuing by 5 goals. It shows the entire structure which is lacking in the team. Offensively, we are good, but defensively, we are not protecting our offensive attributes. In this particular game against Uruguay, we show Uruguay first game against Korea, almost bomb crash 2 players, so it was very difficult for them to press. Now, we show a game against Portugal, almost call back 3 because almost kita old Godi mo ewe chiriho, so almost call back 3 with quarters, and it allowed them to use their wide players to press. Now, this is the case for Ghana now. We don't need to lose the game. A draw may help us, or a draw will help us to go through as second in the group. Depends on what happened in the other group. So the exact problem I have as a coach with this team is our ability to keep possession. And since you know, coach reading in one situation is very difficult. Jordan had a poor game, but Oba's second game, no, fantastic, amazing contribution. Now, Jordan, Dede, and 1 or 2 players, they don't help the team in possession. If you play Kamaldeen Sulemana in a 4-3-3 and he's wide, and you have Inaki Williams wide, and you even play Bukari central, you have a big center forward, and you have two wingers who will occupy. Two wingers are almost occupy opposition back four, because Kamal Suleiman and Okita now you need two players. So either say you pull one midfielder to come to his side, or the entire back four they will have to stay. So with three players now, you occupy opposition's back four. Then they are now left with 6 players against our 7. So we create overload in every zone. The higher you go in World Cups, the more you're going to meet teams who are able to use possession as a weapon to destroy you. Now, Ochina game, I would prefer say and trainer. He goes with the possibility we will improve on the 36% possession in both games, which is averaging about 37%, which is way below for any team that wins a big tournament in the latter stages, to carry. We should aim at least 45% possession, even if it's in defensive areas, because Ukitabo now, the modern form of defense, Okaba say a conceded 5, which means our defensive approach in transitions and in actual defending in our own defensive block, whether medium or low or deep block, is not effective, because we are conceding headers, we are conceding tap-ins, we are conceding side way. So our best defense will be our ability to keep the ball, because when we keep the ball, we have pace, we have speed. Inaki has a lot of pace, Jordan has a lot of pace. In fact, whoever plays has a lot of pace in there. So you keep possession in our zone. Uruguay will have to come out, because they need to win the game. We don't have to necessarily win it. They have to come out. You better destroy them on the counter. Now, the counter has to be a counter which is emanating from a possession-based position, not a long ball-based position. Because a long ball, no good in Yakokoraba, Ushe good in the leap and then the ability to, win headers. Winning header now, Bentancur, Valverde, these are very quick carriers in the ball. Valverde is a box-to-box player. Bentancur is a creative player. Darwin Nunes depends on where they play. And now, my pump I say, board Suarez. Board Suarez here, because which means we can control the ball. But board Darwin Nunes central. Now, board Vani, we need to keep the ball and then say, you better force Darwin Nunes to drop into the defensive line, midfield, center circle. Yes, Anna, the attacking position is now 60 yards instead of 30 yards. Now, a true box anymore, it doesn't have to do a lot. Cavani's movement is going to pull somebody away. Now, see, if we even play back through, which means we've now omitted a key defensive player in an offensive position to help us in transition or to help us in possession. And this possession issue, make us another radio station 2 years ago. I don't know why your folks say you better work up with passion, with dedication, look, all those things, they are fantastic, they are great. Yeah, but until Ghana football, we will come to the position we say possession football is everything in the modern game. Apart from Greece, no other team in the world has won any top trophy, Euros or World Cup without good possession. It doesn't happen. And we have the players to play possession football. We have the players in transition. And William Kudus, one of the most talented players I've ever seen with my eyes. Nema boy in football, we are not utilizing the boy. We are not utilizing the boy. Now, if the team is possession based, Kudus can pick positions against the most ferocious gang pressing side in the world, Liverpool. Look at the way Kudus was pulling them apart because Ajax could keep the ball. But in the case, Kudus has to take the ball from our own half. But the ball they got no switch it. Masa or bread. After 65 minutes, we share every game. Ghana is not playing because all our key players. But that should not be the case. Our key players should be able to find themselves in offensive position because we can keep the ball. And yes, Uruguay, game, I'm not going to predict because it's 50-50. Because I know exactly what Uruguay will do. What they are going to do is say, pressing because pressing long. Because Godin is going to win any header against Inaki Williams any day. Inaki Williams is a winger. He's not a central striker, so he cannot play with his back to goal. That is not his strength. He's a winger. He plays on a side where the people marking him are only right and in front of him. when he's in the central zone, they mark him on his right, on his left, in behind him, in front of him. So he may not be able, because when got the touchline, it will be in free the other side, Ember. What am I saying? He always sees the game straight. Into Ubon is now. Ghana ball long ball now. Bentancur will just sit in front of Inaki Williams. Godin will be ready to jump with him, and then Jimenez or Quartes will just sweep. Until they win the ball, they go into Bentancur as quickly as they can. They go into Valverde, and then as quickly as they can, their fullbacks or wingbacks are going to go very, very high, and they will occupy our players. Now, if we keep the ball, as soon as you keep ball, there is something in football creation. I friend dispersal. Ukita ball now, your wingers, they have to go very high. Your striker goes very high. Immediately, opposition back four, they have to watch all of them. Your midfielders pull into the half space into positions, so the defenders can play. It's a kitabo no kakra 7, 8, 9 passes. Nunes has to drop. Cavani has to drop because we are keeping the ball and our fullbacks are pushing. Into Cavani and Nunes nyabo they have to run from the halfway line into our zone. As you keep on Nunes doesn't have to go. He just stays with a back four. He can hold, set, winger, move, Cavani, pack. Of course, a problem. But from a coaching point of view is and I understand that look, Otuado, George, Chris, 5-6 months be, and to expect them to build a team straight away is not very good. Okay. The previous coaches, if they had begun building this way, if Ghana improve on our ability to keep possession under pressure, even if you're pressing with 5 players, opposition pressing with 5 players, we should be able to be in the position that we can play out from the back and play out of trouble. We need we will struggle, but we have the players. Tell me, and yes, one thing, these are proper talented. Look at Tate or Asna, Xhaka, and then Odegaard on both sides, left and right. You cannot get the ball of Partey. Chelsea were pressing with 5-6 players, they couldn't. But Obaha, Partey can't do it. Why? Because the team is not built in terms of the way to keep possession. Intimidate Mititia na manunza makasa tintin, but Mititia na say yetimi keep at least 45% possession. Uruguay have no chance because our offensive players, they are very, very good and they are very, very dangerous. Okay. It's the best yes.
Okay, Kofi, you better say me sure say China before the game no ebrebe ma ya na wada agenda den ye bedin komo na nimdie we nyina na de to UK. Unye ready zo be ba be boy wo Ghana ha na ana.
Oh, the Ghana say they say your friend say me ba Ghana COVID-19 me ba before COVID me ba yeah some program be or Eastern region can me can technical way no as the me agent we are still talking, we are still looking at one of
the team be flow Ghana has a coach abeba.
Oh, 100%. We need 1 or 2 teams like but music as a from the guys.
Sikane will do maybe so sacrifice.
Oh yeah, Kasa. Mean they hear me planning the training pitch, match play, stadium pitch. They very good quarter. Training pitch, I cannot compromise because training pitch, on your education system, quarter, Uko school. 3 years, no exams, 3 hours. It's training there. The training pitch has to be very good. It doesn't have to be super beautiful. The pitch now training was in the mini club be kasa and the idea that because on our back player no. Yes. And not the quantity say club and the better on the Japan they create their training pitch now because football no I was seeing who the business side and now me look say US almost top team, but and then UK for Premier League, it will go all the way to America, for player from MLS and in the Premier League. Whereas in Ghana, we have amazing talent. Look at the number of American players, both Premier League, because they invested. And now, you what the natural talent, you like we have the raw. I was in Ghana for a few weeks. And let me coaching players, coaches. There's some of the talent in the UK. I've been here for how many years? We need to. It doesn't cost that much. It costs about $11,000 a pound to set up a proper pitch. In Ghana, it should cost about $5,000. We have the sun. What set a pitch in the camera, and I know they was say there. If you're born in home, but say there, you might need to private individuals because football is going.
Kovi, yedase, Yami Aduma, which never say, Ebebe Miasa Atoa and Komono, yedase power for your time. Okay, Kofi Cranton, a Ghana near or TUK, or you coach or UK, and in Edinco. Bafo, Unana, what did the time Kofi, and some now. Obeka no un say in some makan over the years say football apart from everything untimi nyi huhumu sam film and ono otiabrochi no wabe confirm me sam so I'm okay pa ne wakame sam atwafufu am na to wakame sam me papa Mr. Siedu okay Di Maria manager no Di Maria obo house of manager no also wotie na me ka chemu nyina say wo chia mo papa na wo say omo mutwa bet no wode yibi bayo wo say 2.5 wo say 2-1 against Uruguay na wo say bibi 2.5 me ntiase ko me bet ni mu wode sane me ye de mo nyina esi ha siasia ya da se Zakito ya da se Bafo ya da se team of producers Samuel K Mensa Bright Messiah born again Tupac Amaro Shako Saso and a Clementino the darling boy and after the sports level by Samuina Yadamasi Namia Duma 3 Yabetas near the live commentary at the Abremo Yesia at 3 our bed live commentary Baha Oyerepa 100.7 How did today's post is news at 12 and I air twaso at the America
Oyerepa TV Efrinyame